You guys, welcome. It is another week, the Donovan Sadiq Show. Don't believe the hype, and I'm joined by the infamous Demetra K, who garners all the hate out there.
That's okay. I got my juice to keep me strong.
Is it the gin and juice?
Not today.
Not today.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
You put a little Irish cream in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Awesome. How was your weekend? Everything was good?
It was awesome. I can't complain.
Did you do anything spectacular? I know you did the show without me because I had to finish the studio and the garage.
Nothing spectacular that I can think of.
Okay.
Everyday, normal.
As you know, I went to Vegas and I experienced something that
I'm gonna let you tell the story, brother. I'm gonna let you tell the story.
I thought was very unusual, and but I've known it for a while. But you women are the ones that have been in denial. Okay, and like you said, I wish I had my camera.
You should have.
And I would have had raw footage.
Right.
I would have had raw footage. But I went to Vegas to hang out with a friend at her timeshare. And the funny thing about these timeshare things is this. Okay, they get you there, whatever. You have some time. Is that
friend gonna listen to this?
Probably.
Okay.
But you get to the timeshare, and I say it's a beautiful timeshare. Okay, but timeshares are for people who have money. And they're doing a lot of timeshares in Vegas because the Raiders Stadium is being completed there. It's right off the 250, just before you hit the Strip.
Okay.
It's like maybe 6 miles south of the Strip.
Okay.
Right off the 15. So if I was going to invest in a timeshare, I would invest and make sure my time is during football season where the Raiders are going to have those home games in Las Vegas, because you can make some money. People,
right.
Hey, stay over here for $500, or whatever,
right.
For the weekend or whatever you're going to do. One guy, older guy, gentleman, obviously he had money. He said that he rents his timeshare out whenever the Merriweather fights or the big fights.
Oh, okay, he makes some money.
He said he rented it out on for 2 days at $1,500 a pop a day. Boom, paid for itself
right.
For the year, whatever he said you can make money if you know what you're doing.
Right.
But that's for rich people. So you see all these people there, I can't afford it, or no, I like what I have, and whatever. But people were getting annoyed because they have to go through the 2.5-hour presentation.
Did you get you one?
No, I didn't get one. And I had to tell a person this. I said, I don't need one because I live 3.5 hours away.
Right.
I can go there and still come home.
True. If
I wanted to. So I said it wouldn't be advantageous for me to have a condo that close to my home.
Right.
Or that timeshare. It wouldn't make sense for me. But it was just funny how people are getting upset, they get agitated, and I was telling this one, just telling people, I said, look, this is the process. This is what you signed up for. It ain't like you didn't know these people are going to bug you.
No, because they thought they was just going to go get the free stuff.
Right, and just chill.
Right, I'm going to sign my name on this thing and leave.
Right, and it's like, okay, if you say no at this one station, they go to the next station, they just keep grinding you down.
Right.
But, I was telling my friend Shelly, this is what you signed up for, so don't be, give them their time.
Did she get one?
Well, no, Shirley has one.
Oh, Shirley got one. Got it.
Yeah, she has it.
Got it.
But the thing, they wanted to upgrade her package.
Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah. Thank you.
And the good thing for her is she was given the timeshare.
Oh, nice.
So all she's got to do is pay the taxes.
Okay.
So I can see her situation.
Cool.
But, whatever. So I don't know if her friends that came with her, they were trying to get them involved in it or whatever, because I wasn't getting involved. So. And the funny thing at the end of it, they're like, well, what can we do to close this deal? What price did you hear? I said, I heard $2.
Okay. Is that what we doing?
Yeah, and they were like, no, seriously. I said, seriously, you want me to close this deal? It's going to cost me $2. Yeah, they were like, nigga, get your ass up out of here. So anyway, but it was a very good trip. Very, very nice timeshare. They are really investing money in that. It seems like a Ponzi scheme to me a little bit. But, to be honest, though, you got to have money to play in that arena.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand why average people who work at warehouses or, they want to jump into that, because you're not traveling. You're not traveling like,
Right. Well, I actually know somebody who works in a warehouse, but they're not in the warehouse part of it, per se. They make about $30 an hour.
Okay, yeah, but
he has one.
But if you're gonna get a timeshare that goes all over the world,
that's what he has.
Yeah, that goes all over the world. You damn sure better be a traveler. If you're not, you're throwing your money out the window.
Right, and I've known people, to your point, that have gotten timeshares and never spent one night.
One night. I know people that have passports that don't even travel. Why did you get the passport?
So I can stun on Facebook.
Right. Or unless you're going to Tijuana, because you need a passport to go across.
Oh, that's okay.
But then again, you just tell them, oops, I didn't bring it, and they let you across.
Yeah, but I need to get back, okay? Because that might be somebody on the post that's like, nah.
They'll let you back to your Americana. Like I said, it's an open border down there. For
like
those,
you extra dark Mexican, ain't you? You ain't coming over here.
Yeah, for all of you guys that don't know, $1 trillion border wall in Tijuana is made of tin and aluminum foils with outlet malls right on it with an open border. That's what your tax dollars are going for.
Right.
So. But a quick news for everybody that did not hear, we have been picked up by iHeartRadio and Spotify.
Woo-hoo!
So we're moving on up. The Demetra K show is one of our biggest shows because, you know, she gets a lot of hate. Have you had any Aryan Nation people come on?
I actually have had a few. I have.
Was it Aryan Nation or just sisters like, girl, you don't know the hate? Why ain't you?
It's a combination.
Yes,
I think that those people and the Aryan Nation are working in cahoots.
Together.
That's one thing they can't agree on.
Right. You know, to keep the cooning alive. Right?
Yeah.
But you know, when it comes to these shows, it's like I was telling my friend in Vegas. I said my show is an opinion-based show.
Right.
Every opinion's valid. Doesn't mean it's right.
Right.
But
I mean, as most shows are opinion, even if they go off of some facts, it's still eventually going to come out of the opinion of the person who's speaking.
Speaking exactly. So, but yeah, it was a great weekend, so I really enjoyed it. But what I want to talk about is, if you guys have read the title of this episode, it is called Black Women Who Date RayRay or Pookie. Now, a lot of you guys are saying, well, who's RayRay? Who's Pookie? Y'all know damn well who RayRay and Pookie is. Okay, here's my thing. Here's the scenario. I know a lot of educated, beautiful black women, Demetra being one of them, okay?
Don't try to butter me up.
No, well, there's no need. I mean, I'm going to have your sister in a few days. I mean, I've been putting in work on that. But anyway, so you got these beautiful, educated black women. Now, some black women's argument is there's not enough good black men out there. Okay? Let's do the numbers. 8 to 10% of us are gay. 15% of us are locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Another 15% of us are into white women and other races.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say a good 40, maybe percent of us are still kind of doing the dating game and trying to make it work and stuff like that.
Okay.
Doing what we got to do. So I know 40 isn't a high number, but it's a number. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and she said, well, she goes, the reason why educated black women will date a RayRay and Pookie, and for those that don't know what a RayRay and Pookie is, watch Boys in the Hood. That'll give you a good example. Menace to Society. Any other examples? and trust me, I don't even have to tell you who the RayRay and the Pookie is in the movie.
Yeah, I guess if I have to sum it up, a RayRay and Pookie is the dude that is kind of hanging out, gets dressed up, to go hang out with his homies all day, or maybe on the corner. He looks good, he's dressed to kill, I guess.
With that sag.
But he ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
He might be wearing the socks with the house shoes.
Right.
Back in the day, he had a Jerry curl bag on the head.
Right. With the baby pacifier. So, baby pacifier. Top notch.
Might sling a little weed every now and then.
Yeah, to do what he's got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
oh wait, one more thing. When you ask him what he's doing, it's like, well, I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Yeah.
You're right. Hustle man. He's a hustle man. So, I know we're laughing, but this actually, these people exist.
That's a true depiction.
Right. These people actually exist. So, so she said, here's the problem with educated black women. Now, if you're a black woman that, left high school and you really took your studies seriously and you really got into the grind. I'm not saying all of you, because there's a good majority of you that go in there, you join these HBCUs and you join the fraternities, you find your college sweetheart there, and you guys go on and have a happy life in most situations.
Right.
But there are those that, they do the education, they have fun while they're in high school, and they still continue to put career above family. These are the women that, I'm going to put family off for now. And yeah, they're very high achievers. There's nothing wrong with that. But then what they forget is, what's that my father-in-law always says? A woman could never ruin a man's good years, but a man can always ruin a woman's good years. And what does that mean? So break that down.
To me, that means, I don't know if a woman is incapable of ruining a man's good years, but women,
She's incapable?
especially if we take it from a biological standpoint.
Yeah, that's where I'm taking it
Y'all
from.
could procreate
Yes.
until you die.
Right, exactly.
You know, until it turns to dust anyway.
Mhm.
But women, we got a clock.
Mhm.
You know, and so a lot of us will spend time, you know, wasting it on maybe a RayRay and a Pookie.
Or career. You don't want to have
Career
kids.
wise,
Mhm.
yeah, you know, and you know, you never get ahead with a dude like that because you're too busy shoveling money out the door, trying to take care of him,
Or-
and then the nonsense.
Or think about this. You spend time with the person or your career. Years keep going on.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, guys, that's the phone. Somebody probably called and cursed me out.
Oh. RayRay.
Yeah, RayRay's listening. But, you know, also women, you know, as you know, we get older, of course you're going to age and stuff like that. And one of the woman's beautiful assets is her feminine wild.
Okay.
Her love. So, you know, time is of the essence when it comes to
Right.
women. And so that's why I can be with you for 8 years, and then if I'm just putting you through it, you never get those 8 years back.
Yeah, and then by the time that woman, you know, comes to her senses, God knows she's well into her 50s when
Mhm.
she's tired of dealing with RayRay and Pookie.
Right.
But then, like you said, maybe she's not even physically speaking, but just mentally, just worn out, like.
Right.
And those be the women who write off men.
Yes.
I'm good. I'm
Right.
team single.
Right, right. So my friend was basically saying that, you know, you got these educated women, and they finally realize, hey, I'm alone. I'm getting older. I need to be with somebody.
Right.
And let's say a guy like me, I'm not going to fall for the okie doke. I'm just as educated as you are. I'm in that field.
Right.
I know I'm the shit because there's not a lot of me being single. Some of the guys that are like me are married, been married for years.
Right.
So you missed that train.
Right.
And so who's left?
I know good hell well you didn't come all the way down
Yeah.
to say RayRay and Pookie.
Yeah, no, but if you do the deduction, if some of us are in jail, gay, married, me, I'm just the werewolf of London being a single guy going through what I need to do because I know I'm the shit. What's left?
Well, there's a few single good guys
Yeah,
out
no,
there.
there is, but I'm just saying in a general sense. There's RayRay and
Oh,
Pookie,
Lord,
and she
Lord.
said what it is like, okay, like, it's like it's like if I saw your sister, I didn't know her. I said, oh my God, that girl's gorgeous. Oh my God, she's a teacher. She's really, that's kind of intimidating to some guys, you know, when a woman's highly educated, got her
Okay.
shit together. That's intimidating. But guess what? I'm RayRay and Pookie, or Pookie. I got women all over the place. I ain't got nothing to lose. Let me shoot my shot. If someone's attractive.
But what gives RayRay and Pookie the courage to step to such a woman,
Because-
opposed to the dude who is on her level?
Because RayRay and Pookie, they got street.
They know
Courage.
they got the silver tongue. They know
Yeah,
they got street courage. Right.
They got street
So you're
courage.
trying to say it take a man with some street courage to step to a woman?
No.
He's too strong.
No,
too fat.
what I'm saying is that RayRay and Pookie, they have a mentality, they have nothing to lose. I've already ruined my life. I've been in and out of jail. I'm a returned felon. I got child support payments I will never catch up to.
Oh my God.
So what have I got to lose? See, now me, if I come up there, I say, wow, you know, I got some money. What's this girl's angle? You know, I'm psychoanalyzing constantly.
So you said RayRay and Pookie just jumping in with both feet?
Yeah, 'cause think about it. RayRay and Pookie, think about it. Think about it. I got 6 kids by 6 baby mamas, right?
Oh God.
What's the worst that could happen at this point?
She could say yes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Whereas like me, what's my biggest fear at my age right now is getting a woman pregnant, because my life would be over as I know it. The lifestyle that I live would be over because I'm a responsible person. I know I've got to finance it. RayRay and Pookie, they ain't thinking about that.
What's one more?
Yeah. Hey, the state's going to take care of that. They took care of me.
I hate you.
Okay? No, but she told me that, and I said, you know
You
what?
said the state's gonna take care of that?
Yeah. I got relatives that think like that. Now, again, for those of you guys that
We shouldn't
listen,
even be laughing at that.
yeah, I know. But those of you guys that are listening, a lot of stuff that I say, I am basing it on personal experience.
Okay.
People I know,
Okay.
you know, people that might even be in my family. I don't want to name them.
The names have been changed.
Yeah,
Protected
innocent.
right.
Yes. So she told me, and, you know, when she told me that, I said, golly. I said, now, when I was in Vegas, I actually saw this dynamic.
You saw right before your eyes.
Yes, right before my eyes, and I couldn't believe it. I could not
You
believe
said, I
it.
thought this was some shit I only
Yeah,
heard
you know.
So to my eyes. I thought he was lying.
What?
Sit down.
once again, Tommy, you're right.
Oh my God.
Once again. But no, I mean, would you actually agree with that phenomena? Or, I mean...
I find it to be a strange phenomenon, if that's what we're going to label it, that a woman with such... Okay, let me finish this point. I do find it strange that a woman with such accomplishments as far as career-wise, financial and all that other stuff, weird that she would go, not to belittle RayRay and the Pookie, but go to a RayRay and the Pookie for somebody who has 6 kids, 6 baby mamas, ain't really working, walking around in a shower cap and, house shoes and stuff. I find that weird, but I think we also need to not get confused, or not confuse money and accomplishments with self-esteem. Because they're not one and the same. They don't even belong in the same boat, really. Because obviously you can see a woman, per the women that you've seen, they have a lot of material stuff going on and knowledge, but they don't have knowledge of self or self-esteem. And so that's what would cause a woman like that to date somebody like that. I always say water seeks its own level, and so do people. And so obviously that type of woman doesn't feel she's worthy of being with a man who can match at least her effort. Somebody who, I'm not saying he has to have all the degrees that she has, because we know black women have probably the most degrees out of everybody. I'm not saying he's got to have that, but at least be an asset. My dad says that you're either an asset or a deficit. So, she's an asset, but she's with a deficit. Eventually, she's going to be one too.
Right,
if you got something taken away from something, it just leaves you in the same spot as that person.
Right, absolutely. And I have to agree with you wholeheartedly on that, but I'm going to tell you this. And I'm not hating on the brother. RayRay, Pookie, hey, it's just like Kate Federline with Britney Spears. That was my hero. That was a come up of a come up.
But even talking to somebody about, I'm tongue-tied, drinking some carrot juice right here. Even thinking about somebody like Kate Kevin Federline, was it a come up?
Yeah, for him. He wasn't shit.
Well, they got married.
Right.
Kevin didn't do anything different.
But slang that dick.
But that's what women do when they marry up, per se.
True.
But it's not frowned upon as much when women marry up. When, she wasn't doing nothing but working at the 5 and dime, as, Prince said. And then in comes some baller, and they go off and get married. To me, what's the difference other than genitalia?
Yeah, and that is the difference, because a man is supposed to provide, not the other way around.
Well, that's the arrangement they had. Obviously,
that's true.
Listen, Britney knew he was a backup dancer because he was backup dancing for her. She couldn't just let it do what it do. Maybe go behind in the wardrobe closet and bend it over and then get back on the stage. She had to go, I guess if we're talking these terms, wipe up K-Fed, and didn't work out. And so, if it was switched around, she would be getting money from him.
True. But that's a normal thing. And I was talking to a gentleman, and we were talking about how women are using the system to basically do come-ups. These women are getting pregnant, and you guys stick around, because Demetra Kay is going to be talking about that in the next segment in regards to Gloria Govan, her and her sister are one of the biggest gold diggers out there in the business. It is now a business.
Oh yeah, gold digging is big money.
What's that? Secure the bag?
That's what they say.
The secure the bag. So my biggest question for those that are listening is, why, and I like the analogy that you gave of why they would do it, but if I came up to you and I told you I had 6 kids by 6 different women, I did some jail time, and I don't have no future, I have no retirement coming, nothing.
And how old are these people?
In their 50s.
I almost said N-word, please. But
would you entertain that?
No, I would. At first, I'd be like, "Are you serious?" And then the second, I would entertain the conversation, because at that point, I'm just that way. I'm intrigued by people like that.
And you can always learn from anything.
Yeah, but the second thing I would think is, where's your shame, dude? How many people have let you get away with thinking it's okay to openly brag about? Because see, like you said earlier, it's not the issue that you have 6 kids, because it's not the kid's fault. To me, it goes deeper in that You have left 6 women to be single mothers. You didn't find none of them worthy enough to build a life with them. And so here you are, married to the 7th woman. And so it's like, to me, I don't know what would compel that 7th woman to be that.
He might be saying...
I mean, you taking all that burden and debt, because I guarantee you, those 6 women with the 6 kids have not said, well, you know what, forget him, child. He done ran off and got somebody, you know, married somebody else. Let's go and live our life. No, they probably in his bank account. If you know.
What bank account?
Well, if he ain't paying child support, I'm sure the state is waiting on him to get a job, you know, and all that other stuff. And so it's not like he just is off into the sunset with his 7th wife. He's got all that.
No, not 7th wife. First wife.
Now, see, that's a damn shame. So, right there, you got 6 baby mamas, 6 kids, and you have been married for the first time with the 7th woman. Well, I didn't know I'm sure you've been with other women, but you've been married for the first time after all of that. So, to me, that would be concerning if I was the wife. Like, you didn't see none of those women wanting to be married?
But that's my question. Black women brother, how educated they are. Now, if you're asking me, that ain't an educated move.
But see, that's a conversation me and him would have had. I mean, since he offered the information. I mean, well, what was it about the 7 women before this one that you didn't see worthy enough? And then how do you become the 6th baby mama?
But again, if you're in the streets, RayRay and Pookie, why would you even entertain a man who's still sagging his pants and wearing the Dickies and the T-shirt and all that other good stuff?
I mean, I personally wouldn't do that. I mean, because you should not be in your 50s doing that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with you wearing Dickies per se, or even a T-shirt, but the sagging, no. And what woman worth her weight would even go out the house with a man like that?
Look around.
Ain't no way.
It's not a new phenomenon.
No, I'd be like, nah, but we're going to need to pull your pants up. I'm sorry. That is not even something I would even be caught dead out in public with.
Well, a lot of women are doing it. And
nobody wants to see your ass, and sometimes including me.
Right. But a lot of women are doing it, and it's not a new phenomenon. I mean, because the pickings are slim out there for our educated black women. It's a damn shame.
I just think for the most part, a lot of women, especially the ones that say they're educated and all this, that, and the other, that loneliness is a mother.
And that was another thing I was going to bring up.
The loneliness, I think, is really just... Sometimes it's overwhelming. Not that I've been to that point, but I get it. I've spoken to a few women and I see it unfold. It's overwhelming, and so here's this dude that's saying all this girly show got it going on. Ooh, wow, I'm everything. I've been looking for a God-fearing woman, somebody acting all that nonsense, all this stuff. Oh my God, he's just telling
that sounds like a trucker talk.
That's definitely the trucker talk.
Okay.
But so. And to me, it's like a Miss Cleo.
Okay.
Miss Cleo, you get on the phone with her, and she's telling you everything. Oh, gosh, Miss Cleo. But she's just saying blanket shit.
Right.
She ain't saying nothing that's like, okay, today you're going to go make a carrot juice with some mango. She ain't telling you that. She's saying, you're trying to eat healthier, which who in the hell ain't?
Right, that steak is showing up good.
Right, so the reason I'm saying that reminds me of Miss Cleo, because it's the same thing like with the hustlers, the dudes that get with these lonely women. They tell her the blanket stuff that all women in her situation, or maybe just any woman in general, want to hear, I'm a strong man, I got to do this and that. I work hard for my woman. I believe in taking care of my woman. I want somebody to grow old with and go to church. We could just worship the Lord and girl. And
tap that ass, on occasion.
What a fine woman like you doing single? All the men before you shoot, they ain't got nothing on me. I would. The one thing I never do, honey, is cheat. I'm always being.
Wow, you got this down pat. You got this down pat. You must have heard this several times.
I could write a book. I could write, and the women, if you're listening to this, I ain't lying. And not even just the truck drivers, but just the side busters, lackluster busters in general. They got I don't know if they got a book they go to or YouTube tutorial.
Well, there's a book called I Pimp by Iceberg Slim. A lot of brothers probably read.
I've read that book.
Yeah, I read it. Excellent book.
Yeah, he was just out with it. He was like, I'm not going to tell these none of that mess. Get your ass out there and make some money. Right,
I don't care what happened to you.
Exactly. Right. But, yeah, so they tell the women what they want to hear.
But, I just think it's, actually seeing this phenomenon in person, Because you hear about it on TV, people just talking about it. It's just a talk, but to actually see, and this woman, was like, again, yeah, like she was a street person, but maybe her environment. I don't want to say where she's from.
It takes two things. It takes her having low self-esteem, and it takes him having the gift of macking, if you will, and telling this. Because I'm sure he married up.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
He and I don't know the situation with the 6 baby mamas, but. They probably didn't have as much as she did, and he's like, oh shit, this is the one I'm gonna marry.
Right. Or he got to that point where he says, you know what?
I guarantee you
the street hustle game is a young man's game.
But I guarantee you this, I don't know, I wasn't there. Some people call me Nostradamus, but I guarantee you she done finance this man a car. I bet you the house is in her name. I bet you everything is in her name, and she keeps him fresh to death. If he do got a gig, well, you say he do a little this and that. So that don't sound like he going to punch no clock nowhere.
Well, put it like this. They got in an argument at the buffet at the place because he wanted to go to the other buffet, and she said, no, we staying right here. And this is my opinion. I think that it attacked his manhood because she controls the finances.
Of course! Of course! And I mean, of course. That's why she felt compelled to say, well, unless you paying for something, we eating right here.
Right, and I couldn't understand.
And so like a punk, he probably got up and...
He got upset his man who got hurt because I couldn't understand. I said, look, we got a car. It ain't like the other buffet is only 15 minutes away. We get in a car, and if we need to come back, we can come back. It ain't like we're on Fremont Street here. You know what I mean? So
the only thing that was missing is him staying and her ordering him a kitty meal. Because I'm quite sure that was next. Like you said, he ain't controlling no finances. And so that's why he married her, because I guarantee you she who was it, a woman, Barbara.
Barbara. Hello, Barbara.
No, Shirley, whoever was taking care of the dude. Okay?
I buy his clothes.
That was her. Okay?
I got the shoes.
Right. That's exactly who she is.
Oh, wow. See, now why do I get the women like your sister that's like, oh, no, nigga, you good not here. And, I'll do my part, but you definitely going to do your part.
Because a woman worth her weight is going to impose some demands on her man. She's going to make sure he get out and is capable of taking care of her. Now, it's not always about money, but, you and I'll be damned if you sit on the couch playing PlayStation and watching more while I'm out busting a slave. You crazy.
Well, I heard that Al and your dad had that conversation, and your dad was like, what makes you think you can come in here and take care of my baby girl?
I wasn't a part of that conversation.
Right.
That was man talk.
Okay, man talk. I'm speculating, but I bet you that's how the conversation went. Are you a member yet? Do I need to sign you up? Let me get you this bean pie. I need to buy 3 of them.
Right.
And then if you really want the girl, you're going to do,
You're going to start slinging these Muhammad feet.
That's it. Where's your suit? I said, I like that shirt you got on, but do you own a suit?
Yes, he does.
That's why I haven't really talked to Pops yet.
Right, but you could just, if you was a fly on the wall, that's what you would have been hearing.
Yes.
I had to find out, sure, if that's what happened.
Yeah, because, when you got your fathers, I touch when y'all love y'all dads. Yeah. Not just anybody's going to walk up.
And that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's why, with this particular cat that got 6 kids by 6 different women, I'm sure some of those are girls, and he ain't giving quality time to none of those kids. He all with the new boo.
Right. Let me ask you this. Okay, why is it, and we talked about this on previous shows, but I just want to re-emphasize this. Pookie has 6 to 8 kids out there in the neighborhood. Why do these girls that know that want to have a baby with that guy? In your opinion. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've never been there, but I think it's probably a little bit of street cred, and I guess from whatever that is, and people, he's probably got, and this is some stupid shit really, but he's got some swag, and he got it going on.
So you're gonna open your legs because the guy got some swag?
Oh, you'll be surprised. Wow. You will be surprised how much swag, whatever the hell that is, how far that'll get somebody like that.
Well, all I gotta say is for you mortals, it's good that I use my powers for good. Because back in my day, I was no joke. I was doing my thing, but I wasn't leaving babies everywhere.
But that's the thing, though, and I think that's a good point that you touched upon, because as a man, you guys do have a lot of power. Now, ultimately, they say women have the most power.
Oh yeah, you guys got half the money, all the pussy.
Right. You better believe it.
It's simple
But you guys have a lot of power, I would say, to make or break a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You guys really do. Because like you said, when you were younger, you know, I'm sure you was up to no good to some degree, but you didn't just leave no woman just heartbroken, destitute, and at least, you know.
No, your sister went on without me. She went on without me.
But I'm saying, but there's a lot of dudes, even at our age, are still doing that kind of stuff, lying to women.
Yeah,
you know, telling, oh, baby, I'm all this, that, and the other. Yeah, I'm going to do all this. Yeah, girl, we getting us a house. Girl, where you want to live? Okay, let me go and get it. And then you go and get, this shit didn't happen to me.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
We sitting up at the bank, and they're like, you know, baby, why don't you go ahead and sign? Because, you know, I'm going through, I just find I'm going through some things. Okay.
Wow. But is the dick that good?
You really want the... Oh, man be listening to this. I can't be talking. Like,
no, but
that was rhetorical.
Yes, rhetorical. All this dick out here, and y'all be getting devices with the damn shifting gears and shit. I just find it hard to believe that women's minds are
okay, and since you asked me, Al, this is not me. I'm not speaking per experience.
Yeah, per experience.
Sort of, kind of. Is it that good? Yes! I mean, because you men have also said the things that you guys have done for the P. It's the same thing for women. Okay, I've been sitting here lying and said, nah, dick don't really have no real effect on me. Shit, I can take it or leave it. Yes, especially if he got you hanging from the chandeliers and doing a Tasmanian devil all throughout the bedroom and the sheets is all, you know. Yeah, I mean, you be like, Jill Scott has a song, what is it, whenever, whatever, do you want some collard green?
Yeah, okay.
She like, shoot, the things you had me doing last night.
But I don't think that's worth your bank account.
Well, listen, at the end of all that Tasmanian deviling you doing up in the bedroom, when your feet hit the ground,
because
you still have the same problem.
And I'm just going to speak for myself. I'm telling you, after the deed is done, I mean, at the time that I'm doing it, it's great. It feels great. Last night, it was incredible. I saw the stars. It was great.
That was last night.
Yeah, that was last night.
Okay.
Like once the deed is done.
Right.
I mean, I lose interest immediately. It's like I snap back to my senses.
But see, that's why they say too, women, it's harder for women to do that.
Okay.
Because especially if you get a woman in the right or the wrong spot in her life, oh my God, that sex is, oh, he loves me, that's my man, oh, we're just together now. It's like, lady, you just met that man 2 days ago.
Right. On the bus stop.
You know what? And now he all of that to you, instead of like you said, hey, it was what it was. We were just... And then now we're going about our business. But a lot of women who are in a lonely spot and maybe not feeling so good about themselves, this man has come in and just, or I don't know if he's doing it like that.
But you know.
And, you know, it's like she mistakes that for emotions. And instead of...
He's the one.
It's just a physical thing.
Yeah, it's just a physical transaction.
God, how long did that take? Like maybe from start to finish, 20 minutes?
Well, I can't, speaking for myself, no. Speaking for myself, look, 15, I'm going to be honest, about 15.
So 15 to 20 minutes from start to finish, you done came up with the whole, you got your whole life planned out in front of you now with this dude. Oh, this is my man. Oh my gosh, he just rocked my world. Oh, I love him. He's such a great guy. How the hell you know? You're mistaking sex for who he really probably is.
Right.
He probably did that to the chick last night.
Right. You know, a lot of people don't realize this. The human species, we are a higher breed of animal because we have intelligence.
Are we?
Well, no, not really. Got a lot of idiots out there. You see what our president is about. But we're the only breed of animal that has sex for pleasure. No other species of animal does it.
Right, sex for pleasure, and then when we get the responsibility, it's like, ay.
Put the red shoes on. Thanks for my child.
You stupid.
I know we joke on the show, but it's so true in some situations. You know what I mean? I mean, we run from our responsibilities. So, especially as men. And I was talking to a friend of mine last night, and she happened to listen to a few of our shows. She really likes your show, by the way.
Okay.
But then she's probably a feminist.
I ain't no damn.
No, but she likes, because you're right on a lot of stuff that you're saying. And she was saying how, not that men aren't shit, but she's like, we got to start standing up as men. And I say that on my show all the time. I said, if you really listen to what me and Dee are saying, what's the one thing that I say on this show all the time? It starts with the woman. I know it seems like I'm hard on women, but I'm going to say it again. Until we get respect, every other race protects their women except the black race.
Wow.
And we need to respect our women. And so when I say Ike and all this other stuff, I'm saying don't abuse your woman. That ain't what I'm saying, because I shouldn't have done that.
I heard you say give her a good sock in the mouth.
Yeah, well, yeah. Every now and then you might have to, because these women want to challenge. She act like a man, treat her like a man. However, but you shouldn't do that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, you shouldn't. Nobody should be touching anybody. But you got a lot of violent women out there.
Right.
But as a man in the community, I should be respected when I'm trying to correct a certain behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree with that, because that's exactly what I was thinking, because that's true. We do need a lot of men to stand up. But it's like, all right, strong black sister, once this good black man stands up, are you going to sit down like that? Or are you going to continue to, there's a lot of try to show that person is turn on a douchebag? For a few years, it might be going good, and then people just have a change of heart, a change of attitude, and then they want to take you to the bank.
Right.
So...
for those that don't know, Gloria Govan's sister, she was on Basketball Wives as well, and really the sister was on there first, and then got the little sister.
Not news to me. I don't know nothing about none of them.
But her sister was dating the guy that played for the Washington Wizards.
What are they?
Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, okay.
And look, I'm just pointing this shit out. Okay, I'm just pointing it out. Brother was on top of his game, got with the ratchet. Out of the NBA. That quick.
Ratchets are like vampires. They will suck the life out of you. But on the flip side, with Gloria Govan's situation, when being ratchet goes wrong.
Right.
I mean, that stuff is cute on Basketball Wives. I don't know what her behavior was on Basketball Wives.
She had this better than that. That's why she was on there one season, and Shawnee was like, "Bitch, you need to get your ass up out of here."
Oh, okay. She didn't turn up enough, right?
But then Shawnee came back and moved her to Basketball Wives LA or something like that, and that's when that bullshit started.
So yeah, right. So so that when being ratchet goes wrong, I mean that's cute on Basketball Wives because y'all trying to get ratings, but you bring that stuff to the street and endanger your children. Mm-hmm. That's a whole other ball game. I mean you can't do that everywhere.
Right. And what I read was when they tried to get the restraining order against Matt or something, she brought Derek Fisher into it as a witness, and then now she's trying to bring him into it again.
Well, I think that's over with. What happened was her and Derek Fisher were involved in a car accident where Derek Fisher was drunk.
Yeah.
And it turned the SUV over. The SUV that was in Matt Barnes' name. So,
that's some low shit.
Right, so Matt Barnes pretty much brought up the chorus like, yo, not only is this trick a danger to the kids, but she would have done this over my SUV. Right. What if my kids was in that car?
Drunk, right.
And so, to me, because I saw an article that pretty much posed this question, it's like, was it worth it? Was any of that worth it?
But I mean, how good is the cuckoo if these guys are just, you know what I mean? I can't fathom it.
You're risking it all.
Yeah, I can't fathom it. And then Derek Fisher, it kills me. Okay, a lot of people don't know this. When I was in flight training at Little Rock Air Force Base, which is right outside of Little Rock, Fayetteville, Arkansas. I used to go down to the college when Derek Fisher was down there, and we would play pickup ball. Okay. I'm not saying I beat him, or I'm not. That ain't where I'm going with that. Right. Yeah. I'm not going. I mean, I did beat him a couple games.
Right.
But anyway,
I did triple doubles all over.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't believe when he got drafted that they didn't put my name in the basket. But anyway, here's a guy from a small town. He's trying to make it to the NBA, and it's everybody's story. The odds of becoming a pro athlete is so astronomical. And then when you finally get there, this guy has 5 championship rings, played alongside Kobe Bryant. I mean, they came in the same year. I mean, it was, just all these things.
Right.
What do you have to be drunk about?
Maybe he's like, damn, I really effed up here. I mean, I got the beautiful arm candy.
Chick, yeah.
But damn, she's a deficit because now the bag that she was securing from her dude, she ain't getting that no more. I mean,
right. Which she's gonna look at you and be like, we need to be like.
And he broke. Cause
Right.
I mean, you driving the dude, her ex-husband's SUV. It's like, what kind? Like, where's your pride, man?
Wow.
And then you wreck it.
At least, I mean, look, baby, I got this new Sentra. Look, either you ride, look, what I should say, either you ride, walk, either leave it or love it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Simple.
Right. I mean, he's probably drunk because he's like, what? Like, this is
Look
my
at my
life.
life. Yeah, look at my life. I'm living off another man.
I mean, I remember when they call him B-Fish. He hit the buzzer at what point?
Yeah,
4?
and ran off the coat.
Yeah, just like, and now you're just drunk dude that's getting probably a 2-minute segment on Spectrum. I didn't know Spectrum had no damn television show.
Well, a lot of people don't know this. When it was Time Warner Cable before Spectrum took over the cable and they merged, that's why they gave Kobe all that money. Because remember, Kobe was going to retire before that, or he was going to do something else.
Right.
They did not give the Lakers that additional money if Kobe wasn't part of the package. That's why he stayed those additional 2 years, even though he didn't play. But he played 18 games in a 2-year stretch.
Right.
Because Kobe had to be part of that package, or nobody would have watched. And when Kobe left, look how many years the Lakers sucked.
Right.
So that was a big thing. So when the Time Warner thing, so what the Time Warner people do, or the Spectrum people do, is like Robert Horry is on there. They bring these guys back and kind of let them.
So he doesn't have like a spotlight like
no
show.
No, it's just you're analyzing. You kind of say,
And
hey.
anyway, he was what was the head coach for the Knicks or something like that?
Yeah. Phil Jackson brought him out to New York because he knows the triangle offense and stuff, and that didn't work out really well.
So like, what are you doing now, D-Fish? You with somebody's ex-ratchet who that didn't have the sense enough. A guy gave a cricket not to put her kids in harm's way. I mean, like that. The kid, no shade to the babies, cute little boys, but those boys was your bag.
Right.
And you didn't have the sense to calm yourself down, not to secure, as the women would say, your bag.
But here's my thing though. She's smart enough not to. I mean, it's obvious she's a gold digger. So why would she even think about securing the bag with this guy when he ain't got nothing? I mean, it's just a matter of time before she moves on.
Well, because her ex-man, and I don't know for sure, but just if I had to put my guess on, I think she was, going to have dude financing all that. Matt Barnes was supposed to be financing all of that. Because I think she was asking him for a bunch of money too. Yeah, so
astronomical money.
Yeah, that's who was going to be financing the romance with him. And
but that's what I'm saying. Now that the tables have been turned, it won't be long before you're going to hear in the tabloids.
For sure.
Oh, well, we moved on. And
for sure. Because the next sucker with some money going to come along, and that's going to be the next boo thing.
And see, and this is another thing that I don't like about this social media, how it affects our children, our girls. Our girls, the ones that have no sense, are now becoming objectified.
Now, I don't know if it's becoming, because it's been like that for a while.
But I mean, but it's getting out of control to where they think, I'm just going to get on a pole, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Well, I mean, you look at something like Instagram, which I'm so glad I'm not a part of anymore.
Yeah, no, I got to get rid of that.
Yeah, it's become illusion. They should call it illusion-gram. Mm-hmm. Because you have these people on there that they have the right angle and the right makeup, and lighting, the pose, and they got everybody thinking, oh, I need to get me some Fashion Nova jeans and some flat tummy tee, and I can look like this too. And it's like, no, that's so unrealistic, because those people don't even look like that.
Right.
And so objectification, if that's even a word, that sells. Mm-hmm. That sells where, the more I show some titties and some booty that ain't even really mine, then I'm going to get paid for that. And they call those people influencers. So I can influence you or your daughter and this, that, and the other to want to be like me. And so
but what I'm saying is, and I agree with you wholeheartedly on that, but if that's all you got is ass and titties, you're not bringing much to the table, and we're still starving.
Or sometimes that's what all people want. That's what they paying you for. If you're going to use your ass and titties to lure all the other people to our product, then we don't care. We don't even care if the ass and titties are real, just as long as you sending people over here to get their flat tummy teeth and they waist trainers and the eyelashes and all this other stuff. We don't care. That's more money for us.
Yeah, that's true. A quick announcement real quick. I don't know if I told you. My son is going to the University of Arkansas for his master's, and I want to give him a good shout out.
All right now.
But yet everybody used to say that I'm just so hard on him and all this other stuff. Me and my son talk every other day. He takes advantage. He loves the military benefits. He don't think he's going to join it. But my point is, I look at people, the difference of me being hard on my son versus my friends who gave their kids everything. their kids ain't shit. And I'm not saying my kid's all that, but he's not doing a lot better than his contemporaries.
Well, I mean, that's usually what happens when you're involved in your child's life. When you pour life into them, then they're going to give life back. Mm-hmm. But if you're just interested in
appeasing them.
Yeah,
appeasing
and
them,
we always talk about this all the time. The difference between it being in love with your child and loving your child is, you know, again, in love is I let them do whatever they want. I won't make them work for nothing. I'll give them everything. And then when I want to impose some demands upon them, they don't understand.
They can't pick up.
Why? You ain't been making me have to get a job or pay my phone bill or go get a job. You haven't been making me do none of that. And I know I'm 29.
Right. In a scenario like that, though, who's at fault?
It's the parents' fault. You know, because they say you're supposed to teach a child when it's small, not when they done got on your nerves. You're supposed to ingrain those things into the child when it's a baby. And so as the Bible says, when they're old, they will not depart from those things. They will always take them with them and remember those things. But you can't do that when Junior Flip has sat on your couch for 19, 20 years and he wants to be in the PlayStation tournament, if they still even doing that.
They still don't.
And then your light bill is sky high, and all of a sudden I'm going to ask him to get a job.